Hey guys, this is just a fun video if you want to have some fun and folding some paper. This is just an origami project. Maybe some of you guys have tried this already, but I wanted to just put it in a video in case you wanted to do it at home. All you need is a sheet of paper, and it's not a whole sheet, it's just if you were to cut, it's got to be like a perfect square, and then you cut that perfect square in half. So if we take a look at, let's see, so if we look at a piece of just like regular printer paper like this, you'd have to make sure you'd fold it like into a square like this. And you'd have to get rid of this because that's not a square, this is a rectangle like this, right? But if you were to fold this like this, and it would make this part the square, so you'd have to cut this off. So you'd have this square, and then you cut that square in half, and that's what this is right here. So I've got this. The first thing you do is, we're actually making a frog. So the first thing you do after you have your paper is you're going to fold it upward, just like this. So I'm going to take the bottom, fold it up. Okay, and this is a really fun one because it actually hops if you do it correctly. And I would suggest when you're folding to use your fingernail to really get a tight fold, because that's going to make it work a whole lot better. Okay, you'll open that back up and you've got this crease here. In origami, they call that like a valley, but if it folds the other way, so if it were folding this way, or if you look at it this way, that is called a mountain. Okay, so we're looking at a valley, just like that. And what you're going to do with the top half is you're going to fold this corner to the crease, or you're going to fold this side to the crease, and this corner is going to touch this corner. So I'm going to fold that, just like this. That. Then you're going to open it back up. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. So this corner is going to be folded to this one, or another way of thinking about it is this side right here is going to be folded to this crease right here. So you're going to make, it's going to look like an X with your folds, your creases. You got those tight folds, open it up, got the letter X. And these are still valleys. You can still see the valleys, right? They're not mountains right now. So the next thing you do is after you have your X, you're going to fold this this side right here to the crease as well. So you can have an X with a line through it. And I find that if I turn it around, I fold it easier, so I'm going to do that. Remember those tight folds. Okay, you open it back up, you've got an X with a line through it, and they're all valley folds, right? Well, we got to turn this valley fold into a mountain fold now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger underneath it and I'm going to pop it up, and it's now a mountain, right? I'm going to do that on both sides, and I'm going to fold it down just like this. So it looks like a house right now, like a really tall house. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of focus on the bottom for a moment, and I'm going to fold this side of the paper to the middle as well. I'm going to fold that up like this. Tight folds, remember tight folds make it better. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is now I have a shorter house, right? So now I'm going to kind of look at these. I'm going to hold these down, and I'm going to look at these kind of like pages of a book, and I'm going to turn the page. So now I've got these kind of like 3 pages here and nothing here, just 1 page. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this side to the middle as if this crease kept going down. So I'm going to fold it to here. Like this. Tight folds. And then I'm going to turn the pages so that now there's only 1 here, and the rest are over here. I'm going to do the same thing and fold into the middle. Just like this. And now I'm going to put both pages down. It looks like an arrow now. Looks like it's pointing upwards, right? So now what I'm going to do is I am going to fold this, I think it's You fold this upward, yeah. So you make a shorter arrow. Yeah, that's how you do it. But this is getting really tight. This fold or this paper is getting really thick. So what you want to make sure you do is you have to put it in the right spot. Hold it with one hand, fold it with the other, so that it's a really good fold. It's getting hard to do a tight fold, but that should be enough. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to fold, what was it? I wonder if I can edit this. Oh yeah, so I'm going to fold, that's right. So I'm going to hold these inside and I'm going to fold this up and it's going to look like a sailboat. That's what it was. So that's kind of tricky. I'm going to show you again. Okay, so I folded this up. I'm going to kind of open it up again and I'm going to put kind of my thumbs on the bottom corners and my pointer fingers inside these folds. And I'm going to hold it, hold the inside with my pointer fingers, and I'm going to push this up with my thumbs. And this looks like a sailboat, okay, from here. So now what I got to do is I need to fold the legs. So this doesn't really look like a frog yet, but it will soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. This is like the top leg. This is like the head. I'm going to fold this upward like this. I'm not going to fold it like this though, because it's not going to look like a leg first of all, and second of all, it's not going to prop it up very well like this. So I'm going to fold it maybe about halfway, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Just like that. Okay, so those are like the arms. Here's the head. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing down here. So these are like the hind legs right here. Like that. So I got that. Now I'm going to fold my frog all the way in half. So the arms and the legs are touching. And I'm going to just fold this right here in half. And it's even tighter now, but this is actually what's going to make it able to hop. So I got that, it looks like that, and you've got a frog. Now if you put your finger here, and if you folded it correctly, you should be able to flick it, and it jumps. So it's really fun. And then after you've folded it and you've done that, you can start to decorate it. You can draw, you know, like little eyes on here. Maybe you want a girl one, so it's got eyelashes. Just kind of fun. And if you make this at home, and if you got people at home to make this with you, it's kind of fun to do little hop competitions. Which one can hop the farthest? It's really fun. I'm going to put little spots on mine, a little frog. It's even fun to make like a little one out of the paper that you had to cut off from your initial paper. So just make these teeny tiny ones. I don't think I have any examples over here, but it's really fun. And then it's just fun to hop it around. Okay, have fun, and tell me who won if you do a competition with your family. All right, see you guys, have fun.